I'm Dawn Davis, the Executive Director of SPARK, the Education Foundation for Prince William County Public Schools, and I would like to welcome you to SPARKTalks, a new school year-long series with monthly topics on areas of focus supporting our strategic plan. This series, we will focus on social and emotional wellness and hear from subject matter experts on the challenges surrounding social and emotional well-being and ways to incorporate best practices to a road of less stress and more healing. For this month, we will hear from Reese Cole with Woodbridge Therapy Group. Reese is a veteran from the U.S. Navy and received an undergraduate degree in English from the University of Mary Washington. Reese earned a master's in social work from VCU in December of 2021 and is a published poet and self-published author. Reese has worked with kids both within and outside of public schools in various capacities for over 15 years. Reese was inspired to return to grad school to pursue a graduate degree in clinical social work due to the experience of being a transgender vet receiving care through the Veterans Administration. We thank you for tuning in, and we hope you find value in this series. And stay tuned for next month's Spark Talk. Be well.
Hello, and welcome to Changing Seasons. My name is Reese Cole. I'm a clinical social work resident at Prince William Family Counseling. This is the first video in a series designed to provide resources and other support for Prince William County students, their families, and faculty members teaching at Prince William County schools. The videos in this series will be released throughout the year, and each one will address various topics. This video will cover a wide range of topics, including adjusting to new schedules and rising to meet new challenges, the importance of embracing lifelong learning, ways in which we can help foster an atmosphere of acceptance and inclusivity in our schools, and the importance of practicing self-care to ensure our physical, emotional, and psychological wellness throughout the school year. Now that we've made it through the first month of school, we are finally starting to get settled into our new routines. We've moved past reviewing last year's material and are being faced with new, increasingly difficult challenges. It can be very easy to get caught up in this new, faster pace and find ourselves becoming overwhelmed. It is important, therefore, for parents and faculty to be mindful of this and work to combat the stress and anxiety that can come with a new school year. It is natural for parents and teachers to focus on the children and students' needs. However, it is essential that adults take the time to practice their own self-care routines. As our professors have taught those of us who work in helping professions, you cannot pour from an empty cup. Self-care is important so that you have the physical, emotional, and psychological resources to help others. Once we have ensured that our own needs are met, we need to be mindful of the challenges facing our children and students. If you see that they are struggling, say something. Ask open-ended questions about what they're experiencing. Don't assume that you know what they need. Keep an open mind and listen to their concerns, their perspective. Encourage your children and students to put a name to what they're feeling. Provide validation of their feelings and concerns. The best way that faculty and parents can support children is by working together. It is vitally important to establish clear, open lines of communication between teachers and students' families. It is important to have clearly defined means of communicating concerns on both sides. Be proactive. Let parents or teachers know as soon as possible of any concerns you might have or of any anticipated challenges that might be coming up in the near future. It is equally important for students to communicate with their families and their teachers. Tips for students include, don't be afraid to ask for help. If you're having a hard time with something in class, you're probably not the only one who's struggling. If you're struggling with stress, anxiety, or depression, Reach out and let somebody know. Everyone feels overwhelmed from time to time. Talk to a trusted adult. This can be a parent, a teacher, a counselor, etc. Help is available for you. Our next topic has to do with the importance of being a lifelong learner. Socrates once said, "I cannot teach anybody anything. I can only make them think." One of the greatest gifts that we can give our children, our students, is the ability to think critically for themselves. And the best way that we can do that is to model the philosophy of lifelong learning through our own behaviors and attitudes. Lifelong learners are those who choose to seek out and engage in both formal and informal learning opportunities throughout their lives in order to continuously improve their knowledge and skills for both professional and personal growth and fulfillment. Embracing the philosophy of lifelong learning can help our children and students succeed in all aspects of their lives. Ways that we can encourage our children and students to be lifelong learners include expressing our honest enthusiasm for learning, staying curious about the world and sharing that curiosity with our children, staying open to new knowledge and learning opportunities, demonstrating our critical thinking and problem-solving skills for our children and students. Encourage children to think for themselves, and consistently provide positive encouragement of and belief in our children's abilities to grow and learn. There are a number of things we need to keep in mind as we continue to work and grow together throughout the year if we want to make our schools places where all students feel seen, accepted, and supported. We want to be careful to avoid making assumptions about how our students or classmates may identify. It is important to ask what name and/or pronouns others prefer to use and to be respectful of their wishes. Our fellow classmates, students, and faculty come from diverse backgrounds, which may draw on cultural traditions with which we are unfamiliar. We should use this opportunity to demonstrate our curiosity as lifelong learners and learn more about others and their traditions. We also need to keep an open mind when dealing with others in our schools. We need to remember we never know exactly what challenges our students, our classmates, or even our teachers may be facing in their private lives. It's very easy to get caught up in our own problems and not recognize when others might need our help. It's important to speak up if you think someone is struggling. You might be the only one who does. Finally, we want to touch on some of the ways in which we can practice self-care and improve or maintain our physical, emotional, and psychological wellness. In order to maintain our physical wellness, we need to make sure that we get 8 hours of sleep per night, exercise and stay active, avoid skipping meals, drink plenty of water, and follow all appropriate safety guidelines to help prevent the spread of COVID-19 and other communicable illnesses. The keys to maintaining emotional wellness lie in strengthening our connections with others and ensuring that we create safe spaces where all are supported and made to feel welcome. In order to strengthen our connections with others, we need to make a conscious effort to plan and participate enthusiastically in family activities at home, to plan our schedules so that we can still make and keep social plans with friends. Reach out and express interest in getting to know our classmates, students, and teachers. We need to tell our friends and family members how important they are to us. And most importantly, we need to make sure that everyone is included equally in both classroom and extracurricular activities. Okay, tips to help foster and protect your psychological wellness as well as that of those around you include following all of the previous tips to maintain your physical and emotional wellness, as the mind and body are connected to one's overall psychological wellness. If you feel stressed out or overwhelmed, reach out to a trusted adult and ask for help. If you suspect that someone else is struggling with their mental health, say something. If someone reaches out to you and asks for help, validate their feelings and offer them support. If you need additional support, it's okay to seek out professional help. There are many different kinds of mental health professionals who are available to help in a number of ways. Don't be afraid to reach out and find the help that's right for you. We've provided a few community resources which might prove valuable. These include the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline, which offers 24/7 free confidential crisis support. The Prince William County Community Services Board, which can help with mental health, developmental disabilities, substance use, early intervention, and emergency services in the county. The Prince William County Department of Social Services for a wide variety of services and federal programs, such as Child and Adult Protective Services, SNAP or food stamps, Medicaid, and TANF or temporary assistance to needy families. And the Trevor Project for mental health resources, as well as a suicide hotline for LGBTQIA+ youth. We've also included a few websites where you can learn more about adjusting to the new school year and how to be a lifelong learner. These include Struggling with Back to School Adjustment from Psychology Today, Developing a Lifelong Learning Mindset in Students from Teacher Magazine, and Developing Motivation for Lifelong Learning, helping people of all ages feel interested and excited about learning as one of the most valuable gifts one can offer from the Context Institute. If you have any questions or concerns about your own mental health or that of someone close to you, we encourage you to reach out for more information on how to help. Trusted adults such as family members, teachers, and guidance counselors are a great resource if you need help. If you have specific questions which have not been answered by this video, or if you need more information about how to get in touch with a mental health professional, please feel free to reach out. The link for this presenter is included in the title slide of this presentation. Thank you so much for your time. This concludes our video.